Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Clark Middle School Veterans Day program. Today we come together to honor and thank the brave men and women who have served and continue to serve our country in the United States Armed Forces. We are especially grateful to the veterans who are here with us today, and we thank you for your service and for being a part of our celebration. Your presence reminds our students of what service, commitment, and patriotism really means. Students, as you watch today and listen, please take a moment to think about the sacrifices that our veterans and their families have made and the freedoms that we have because of them. Thank you for joining us, and let's begin this special program to celebrate our nation's heroes. If everyone would please stand for the presentation of colors by our JROTC, which is followed by the playing of our national anthem by the CMS band members, which will then be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Right, face, pose,
If Cadet Ferguson would please join me on the floor to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. I would now like to introduce our guest speaker for this afternoon, who is an 8th grade CMS JROTC student, Landon Carter.
Hello, I'm Cadet Private Landon Carter, and to start, I would like to thank everyone for coming out to our Veterans Day program. Today is a day that we gather to remember those who were willing to give it all for our country. As we learn the history, importance, and meaning of Veterans Day today, we take time to honor those who put it all on the line, the brave men and women who are willing to give their lives for our freedoms. November 11th is the day we give our appreciation to the valiant troops of the United States military. To understand Veterans Day, we need to know its history. Veterans Day is observed on November 11th because of the 11th hour, the 11th day of the 11th month, the conclusion of the war to end all wars occurred. Veterans Day began as Armistice Day. Originally, Armistice Day was only to honor the troops of World War I. November 1919, President Woodrow Wilson proclaimed November 11th as the first celebration of Armistice Day. An act passed on May 13, 1938 made the 11th of November every year a legal holiday. In 1954, the 83rd Congress amended the Act of 1938 by striking out the word armistice and replacing it with the word veterans. With the approval of this legislation on June 1st, 1954, November 11th became a day to honor and appreciate all veterans who have served. Veterans Day is a day to be reminded of the millions of Americans who answered the call to serve, some by choice, and others who answered when the nation called upon them. In every war our nation has fought, whether it was World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, even more recent conflicts such as Iraq and Afghanistan, there were and still are men and women who left families, homes, dreams, and even their futures to protect our freedoms. Not all of America's service members chose to go represent our country, but when they left, they still showed courage and patriotism by serving when they were needed most. Veterans Day exists so we remember all of them, the ones who volunteered and the ones who stepped up when our nation called upon them. It's not just a single day that we give our appreciation, but it is every day that we give our honor and respect to those who put it all on the line for our freedom. Everyone takes in Veterans Day differently. I take Veterans Day very personally. It is hard for me to grasp that millions of Americans are willing to go out of their way, make ultimate sacrifices, and give up their futures so I can live in the pursuit of happiness. The troops of the U.S. military are men and women of another nature. They will work tirelessly for our once of a prosperous nation. They put their lives on the line for America. They give up their dreams of starting a family or Christmas with their grandkids to protect America and her beauty. They put their lives on the line so we can enjoy our constitutional freedoms. As Americans, we need to show our appreciation, our gratitude, and our love for the service members who go to the front lines for us. Yes, you and I, your brothers and sisters, your mom and dad, we all need to say thank you. They did it for us. They deserve to hear thank you. If you don't say it regularly, you need to do it today. Today is one of 3 holidays we show our appreciation to our service members. There are 365 days in a year, and we only dedicate 3 days to the troops willing to give it all. There are some who have, and there are some who are willing. This is their day, not mine, not yours. Not a day we take for granted. We don't celebrate the easy day of school, but use it to take in everything they have done. I can't give Veterans Day anything greater than a thank you, because the veterans, there's no way to sum it up than a thank you. They are amazing men and women. They are people too, and people sometimes just need to hear thank you. How many of you enjoy holidays, birthdays, or just coming home to sit and relax with family? Many veterans don't get to enjoy those first steps, birthday candles, or watching their kids grow up. Those aren't just small things. They're moments in time. The most valuable thing in the universe, and our service members gave theirs so we could live freely. They use their time to defend the freedoms we use every single day. The freedom of speech, the freedom of religion, the right to a fair trial, the right to vote, to feel safe in our own homes, and to dream our futures. They didn't use their time for themselves, but instead sacrificed it for us, for America, and for everything she stands for. In the end, Veterans Day is not just a day that was declared a holiday, but instead a promise that we will remember the men and women who gave up comfort for sacrifices, safety for danger, and certainty for the unknown. Some had known they needed to step up. Others answered when America called. But each and every one of them gave up pieces of their lives, dreams, and futures so that we could live ours in peace and freedom. Let us be the ones who remember when the flags have been folded, the crowds leave, and the speeches still flow through the lands. We will carry their courage in our actions, their stories in our words, and their legacy deep within our hearts can never be forgotten. Freedom has never been free. There has always been a price. So let us all remember to honor those who paid our debt.
We will now have the CMS choir students join us on the floor so they can sing a patriotic song. Now I would like to welcome Colonel Baker to recognize the veterans that we have in attendance with us today.
Thank you. All right, we got a list here of some veterans that we have in attendance. Wanted to recognize them. Drew Carter, U.S. Marines. Craig Arnold, U.S. Army. John Stepper, U.S. Army. Chris Moore, U.S. Navy. Amy Moore, U.S. Navy. Shane Littler, U.S. Marines. Is there anyone else over there that was a veteran that we missed? Anybody else's name that we did not get? Any other faculty that we didn't get? All right. So, yeah, let's have a round of applause for all these people here who served our great country. Thank you, brothers and sisters in arms. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. All right, just to conclude here, Veterans Day is always a great day. We enjoy doing this, having our cadets put all these programs on. JROTC stays busy. First Sergeant Deckard and some of our cadets were over at BU, did a great color guard over there for Vincent's University's program. The high school students, they put on a great program over at LHS. And then our 8th grade students here doing a phenomenal job with their first color guard. Good job, folks. You know, Veterans Day, this is a day we recognize those who have served. The people that have called, or, answered the nation's call to arms, to duty. As our cadet here said, it's not something easy. We miss a lot of stuff. We don't do it for the recognition. We don't do it for the awards. We do it because we want to serve our country in this flag right here. We put all that stuff else to the side. One of the things that the Army's big on is self-service, and that's what it's about, putting the needs of the nation before our own. So it's nice to be able to recognize our fellow veterans over there. I would tell you, y'all ever seen those people with the hats on, like the Army hats, and the ones that say Vietnam veteran? Anybody ever seen a Vietnam veteran hat? See that guy? Older guys, they got those Vietnam veteran hats on. I'm going to tell y'all something. If you see somebody with a Vietnam veteran hat on, thank them for their service. Because I will tell you, us and our brothers and sisters in arms that went to Iraq, went to Afghanistan, we got great welcome homes, we got parades, we got everything else. But our Vietnam veterans did not get that. They did not get that welcome home, and they deserve it. So if you see a Vietnam veteran, you make sure you thank them for their service, all right? So thank you for paying attention today. Thank you for being here, part of our program. Thank you.
I also want to take the time to thank our social studies department. I know you all have been very intentional the past couple days, including Veterans Day in your curriculum and your classrooms, so thank you for that education. Mr. Marsh, Mrs. Figueroa, thank you for taking the time to perform for us.